Oh yeah, yes, yes, yes. We are finally out. Yes, and the sun is still shining. Just. It says it's going to rain. I don't know. I don't feel it in the air. They could be lying to me once again. But we are at the beautiful Skylarks. Yes, the Skylarks, lovely. Look at that. Look, I don't even see the flag over there. Can we see it? Can we see it? Can we see it? Can we see it? I don't think you can. Can we zoom in a bit? Can we zoom in? No. You can just see it there. No wind. Oh yes, no wind. Nothing to stop us now from flying but myself. I think I've got everything. I don't know. First flight of 2023. I'm nervous. I'll tell you now, I'm nervous. I'm trying to keep calm. I'm going to have a cup of coffee in a minute. Not a cup of tea because I haven't got no tea. What do you mean no tea, son? What's this coffee business? Anyway, I've got a bird and it's the Max Thrust Ruckus. Yes, the Ruckus. Now, why are you saying, Chris, but what about your Spitfire? What about this? Well, it's the first flight. Even though I do love the Ruckus and I've had it for many years, I've never flown it, never maidened it. So this is a maiden as well. I have no idea how she's going to fly. But if she crashes, it's not such a bad thing. Well, it is, but it's not. That's the landing. Taxied. Whoa, there you go. Not only a maiden of the Ruckus Max Thrust, and it come home in one piece, is with finally, I am not a 2023 flight virgin. Oh no. Yes, we have flown. Oh God, I loved it. I loved it. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the field early as I wanted to, so I didn't get there until about 10:30, 11, something like that. And on the same day, which is the 19th, Friday the 19th, 2023 of May. As you can just hear, it hasn't stopped raining. No, I got the gap and I was so lucky to get those flights in. And big, huge thanks to Deb. Here she is. Here's Deb. Deb was flying down there today and she took hold of the camera from me and said, Chris, would you like me to do a bit of filming for you? Fantastic. Unfortunately, Dr. Owens wasn't down there today to enjoy the flying today, but I'm sure he will in the future. because the sun's got to start coming out more now, hasn't it? I mean, it was sunny all week, and then today was a bit of touch and go. And all the people that belong to the Facebook group, the Dad's RC Hangar Facebook group, said go out and do it, Chris, go for it, and I did. So thanks to everyone for that support, because I loved it. And what do I think of the plane itself is very aerobatic. It's a good choice. It's a foamy. They do a wooden one as well, and they do the pro versions, as that is on the other Max Thrust. Excuse me. I don't know. I've just got used to heavy planes. I find it's very light, and it took me a little while to get used to it and bits and pieces. But that maybe is because I haven't flown for so long, such a long time. But I landed. It's a bit of a bouncy one, but it was a landing, and I did have another couple of landings, and they were fine as well. None of them were perfection, and I found it that the actual plane itself was a bit of a glider. I shut down the power, and it just literally wouldn't slow down. It was staying in the air. It was almost like a glider. It was crazy, and there wasn't that much wind. There was like the rolling wind you get before a rain shower that rolls in, and keeping it up. But I found that sort of like as soon as you dip too much, it would want to go straight down. So it's a very fine line. I might have to look at my rates. I did have them on low rates until I was up in the high in the sky, and I did the high rates. I don't know, but that's practice. That's, you know, if you can get out week on and week on, I will try and do. Something else I did say when I was talking to Deb about bits and pieces is that I really need to make a video in front of myself, so I'm not making flying and making a video on the same day, because obviously I can stay at the field for longer and fly longer, and that's the main thing really, because obviously you want to see my journey extend to the A certificate this year and further, and more maidens. So I've got to think about how I'm going to do like 2 videos in the week, because obviously work commitments and everything else. So I'm going to do 2 videos and so really this week would have been shown next week, if that makes sense. I do like to do it live, bits and pieces, like on the day. I do like it, but I want to get more flying in, and I could have probably got maybe another flight in before it started raining. But then again, you know, it's like when you get down the field, you're chatting, you're enjoying, you're having coffee, not tea today, you're having coffee and a chin wag and talking about RC and enjoying yourself, and that's definitely what happened today when Deb turned up, and she was flying her planes about and everything else, which was great, and we both got some flights in today. So anyway, if it's not raining where you are, then get out and have some fun this weekend. RC fun, doesn't matter what you're doing. If it's radio control, you enjoy yourself, because you know you love it. And if you can't get out in the hangar, you must go and do some building. I've got the boat here, remember? Going to be doing the boat. Oh yes, and with this rain, I'm going to need it. And I've also, Deb told me of, in spitting distance of me that I didn't know, there is a boating lake. There you go, meant to be. So I'm going to start building that soon after this weekend indoors, but you won't see it until it's built, and then we do all the time lapse and all that lovely stuff. But fantastic. Listen, if you've watched the video to the end, thank you very much. It's a quick video, but just snippets of how the flight went today. But you know, I was going round and round, and nothing spectacular. I think I've done one loop just to see, because she is sporty. But I thought I was pushing my luck a bit today, and just I was glad that I could do circuits and land and take off. But I still enjoyed it. I loved it. I had some batteries left over, but who cares? Another time, another day, and we'll have some more flights. So who knows what's going to be bringing next weekend? But for me, that Maiden done for the Ruckus. Maybe is it my go-to plane? No, the Nitro would be my plane. I love the heavier plane. Maybe just because I need a bigger plane. But that it's light as a feather. As you saw the takeoff with it, straight in the air and very aerobatic. It's a great plane, and it's a great plane to get as a trainer, as a low wing trainer from your high wing trainer. I think it's quite a good price. Yeah, but you know, I'm sure there's other things, other cheaper ones out there. Maybe, who knows? But you know, Central UK makes some great planes. Anyway, so be careful, keep safe, and have fun. I don't know, it's all mixed up today. But thanks for watching. You have a great weekend, everybody, and don't forget, every time you feel a bit down, just think of that Friday feeling, and that'll give you a lift up. Because you're following my journey's bound to be a hilarious laugh anyway. I find it funny, so I hope you do. And thanks every one of you that follow me and support me, and are members and everything else. If you're not, then come on, be a member. Get some cool stickers on our lanyard, or just hit that like, follow and whatever, and follow my journey. Give me some feedback, you know, talk to me, and you know, go over to the Facebook, Dad's Aussie Hangar, join that, have a chit chat. because it's fantastic. Because once you start talking RC, you can't stop. Anyway, thanks for popping by. See you now. Ta-ra.